as we all know, the opposition parties have already called the Prime Minister not as the PM designate but the PM resignate, which means that they don't think that he has a mandate. First of all, the BJP has not got a simple majority, and according to them, he's just got 1/3 of the votes, and therefore he has no right to form government for the third time round. And that is the reason which has been given by many parties belonging to the India Front as to why they're going to be skipping the oath ceremony. Initially began by saying that they haven't got invites. But you know, this is something which is a matter of procedure which could take time. Mamata Banerjee made it very clear in Kolkata that the Trinamool Congress will not take part in the oath just because we are not taking claim to form the government today doesn't mean that we will not do so tomorrow. They're keeping it open-ended, which means that despite that official statement which came in from Mr. Kharge after the India Front meeting that we are going to take the right decision at the right time, the opposition is going to be seizing an opportunity when they feel either this government falls, doesn't have the numbers, and they can stake claim. It's very clear that opposition parties don't have the numbers, but their posturing has already begun. Not just the Trinamool Congress, in fact, almost all parties of the India Front have also decided to give the oath a miss. Of course, an exception could be Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge, who's not just a Congress president, but he's going to be going there more because he holds a constitutional position of being the leader of the opposition. So keeping in mind the garima and the respect which the constitution deserves, that's the explanation which is being given for his presence. But will this not take off to a bad start? We already know that the India Front, particularly the Congress, is very buoyed by the kind of results which came in. The Congress has got 100 seats in the Lok Sabha. They are also going to get the leader of the opposition force for the first time in 10 years. So they are already fully prepared to take on the government and the Prime Minister on multiple grounds, on multiple factors. Every decision or policies of the government is going to be discussed threadbare by them. Their main grievance in the previous term was that on key bills they were never taken on board. This time round they are going to ensure that they are very much part of that process. So from day one inside the parliament you can expect the confrontation. But the larger question is, he is not just the Prime Minister of the BJP or the NDA, he is the PM of the country. You are going to take part in a parliamentary procedure where he is the head of the government. Then why is it that not taking part in the oath is going to be seen as a right thing? Well, it takes off to a bad start, and that's why the confrontation which we thought will happen only inside the parliament has already begun. Already the BJP has rejected, saying that this is absolutely unprecedented, which again goes on to show that the opposition parties don't want to abide by the very constitution on the basis of which they contested the elections. But it is very clear that the Trinamool Congress is not going to waste its time, and therefore they've also decided that on every issue they're going to take on the government. India Front will keep on meeting and start questioning. And the first step has been taken by deciding to give a miss to the oath-taking ceremony.